Real quick, I do have some of Kim's memoir. I think I'm gonna bring myself over here for this one, just to make it easier. Just to make it easier. But I got a few pages from, like I said, Kim's Lost Words memoir. I do need to find a way to get the whole audio book. I just want to read a couple of pages from it. Yes, he definitely was going to be sacrificed regardless. Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls. Speaking of which, so this is the first one right here. So Biggie took over East Coast hip hop. Matter of fact, let me put this on the screen real quick. Okay, so Biggie took over East Coast hip hop. And Sean was the brilliant mind that orchestrated it. Let me just bring this up here so I can see at least. Okay, Sean was the brilliant mind that orchestrated it. He hired people to teach Chris how to flow and write his lyrics. He hired the best producers to do the beats. So how many people actually knew that as well? That there were people that were hired to work with Biggie Smalls. To, that flawless cadence that he has was pretty much a hired professionalism, was pretty much hired help that developed that over time. So although he took credit for them and the music was unstoppable, at this point Sean was sleeping with all the power players. Listen to this. At this point Sean was sleeping with all the power players and everyone that wanted to do music, wanted to be a bad boy. That whole moniker now, bad boy, that whole thing now just feels so so R. Kelly. Sean wheeled and dealed in a way that would have been unthinkable to many. He slept with the guys that really controlled the music to stay on top. A lot of the names average people have never heard of. These are the guys that make the decisions on who is winning and who is not. So not just Clive Davis, but there were a plethora of men that Diddy had slept with to pretty much maintain his own power in the industry. So he hosted parties that were just a fancy name for orgies, the freak-offs, of course, and everyone wanted in. When I met Tupac, Sean and I had an open relationship. Ooh, we about to get into here. Ooh, shit. Ooh, I wasn't ready to read that one. I wasn't prepared to read that one. Okay, so when I met Tupac, Sean and I had an open relationship, and yes, I slept with Pac. Now we get the real reason why Diddy stopped fucking with Pac. This is why Diddy and Pac really fell out. Because remember, as you see in the picture, the cover picture I just showed, they used to be the best of friends almost. Then all of a sudden, Diddy turned on Pac. Now we see why Diddy turned on Pac. Remember, Gene was around the time of Kim Porter. So obviously, this is definitely mid-90s when Pac is, or should I say even early 90s when Pac is still around. Interesting. Very interesting here. So yes, I slept with Pac. So Kim Porter slept with Pac. She just admitted it. Shit, he was sexy. Sean didn't mind. Well, not until he tried to get Pac to join both of us. Pac was not good with that. This is where the relationship between them became strained. Pretty much, Diddy wanted Pac to join in a freak off, similar to how they say Pac had broken the oath by turning down fucking Quincy Jones. I remember that as well. There was a little excerpt on breaking the oath, and it was involving Tupac pretty much, how he even got his record deal was, I forgot the name of the, Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine's daughter had actually heard Tupac's music, and that's how he actually got his record deal. Weirdly enough, later on down the line, Quincy Jones tries to get Pac to fuck him in the ass. Literally, he said, "Would you like to fuck me in the ass?" And Pac said, "No, I don't get down like that." Supposedly, that was the breaking of the oath for Pac right there. Um, so this is where the relationship between them became strained. Tupac wasn't going to accept Sean's advances. Pac wasn't gay, and he was pissed about the advances. We were all in Sean's house. I was drinking, they were smoking, and everyone was just relaxing. Sean came in on what I am sure he would call a smooth approach. My baby is bad, isn't she? Pac threw me a sly smile. Hell yeah. I felt myself blush. Sean was now in full swing. You think you hit it better than me? What the fuck am I reading? You think you hit it better than me? I couldn't believe he disrespected me that way. Wow. What a conversation. What a conversation. Originally me, what's goody, what's goody? Seeing how terrible Diddy is, I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy was truly mad because he had Kim but wanted Pac to. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. Because even Gene Deal was talking about how Diddy used to have this huge obsession with Pac, to where he would just have all Pac's women after Pac had already had them and gotten rid of them. He pretty much was just wanting Pac's women all the time. So it makes a lot more sense now that he wanted Pac, especially when he had a woman that Pac wanted as well, and that was the way of even getting to sleep with Pac. That's crazy. Diddy pretty much gained an obsession with sleeping with niggas. That shit is wild. Okay, next episode. Next one. All right, let me get rid of this other one first. Get rid of that one. And pull up this one. Okay, there we go. All right, so I was not playing with my response, Sean. This is a different part of the book now, of course. So, like I said, this isn't like the next page or anything. I have, like I said, 5 or 6 different leaked pages that are from the book. I was not, you see it says Kim's Lost Words up there, Journey for Justice. So I was not playing with my response. Sean, what the fuck? Pac came to my defense. Damn, bro, you ain't got to do the sister that way. Tupac appeared upset behind Sean's words, but Sean went in for the kill regardless. I think my dick's bigger than yours. I bet I can make her come faster than you. What's up? Pac was appalled. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I ain't trying to run no fucking train. Wow. Okay, so maybe this is the second page. Sean continued, what you scared of? Let's see who fucks better. How you gonna be doing that? Like, how you gonna be saying that right in front of her like this though? Let her be the judge. Yes, at this point, we had been inviting others into our bed for a while, but I am not used to and will not stand for disrespect. I wasn't the only one. Pac shouted, nigga, you talking about pulling your fucking dick out. Crazy. Sean was undaunted. What, you scared? Tupac simply left. Things were contentious since then. The two could not be in the same room. Pac avoided me as much as he did Sean. When they did bump into each other, the tension was palpable. Excuse me. The words are getting a little bit blurry down there. It felt like blows could be thrown at any moment. Months passed with only the tension between them. It was uncomfortable, but nothing life or death. Then one day, while we were at the studio, it happened. I walked into Sean's office and he was having the conversation. Uh-oh. Sean sat across from, here we go, the conversation. Sean sat across from Jimmy Henchman. Pac don't leave that fucking studio alive. I don't think I was supposed to hear it. Wow. I couldn't as if I didn't. I continued as if I didn't. Hey, Sean. Good morning, Jimmy. They didn't seem to think I heard anything. I'm ordering breakfast, smiling, Sean replied. First, let me get eggs sunny side up with grits. Wow. So there was a conversation between Jimmy Henchman and Diddy. Kim just confirms from the grave. Rest in peace, Kim Porter. I'm trying to think of the name of the gentleman too. Let me look at that as well, because I meant to cite who actually did it. His name was Jamal something. I hate this your thing right here. Your M. So the name, oh yeah, so Jamal T. Millwood. Rest in peace, Kim Porter. The book is Kim's Lost Words: A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. Right now, it looks like the price is actually starting to go down. I've noticed as well. I don't know why. I'm actually glad. I hope it goes down to damn near nothing. But you know, because this is, I think it's more so about the whole thing where this isn't about the proceeds. This is the journey for justice from the other side. For Christ's sakes, by Jamal T. Millwood. So shout out to Jamal T. Millwood for even getting this book out right now. Like I said, when I first saw it yesterday, the book was about $30. Right now, if you go on Amazon, it's only $21. Especially if you have your Amazon Prime membership, it's only about $21 right now. So let's get into the third page, of course, of the memoir here. So, loose after a couple of drinks, I remember him saying, it's still weird seeing you with my friend, but you're happy, so I'm happy for you guys. Sean responded, thanks, man. Me and you, we've shared so much. Uh-oh. This sounds like Al B. Sure. Al replied, coolly, word. The conversation took an odd and awkward turn when Sean said, we all been together sexually, but not together. I was shocked for a moment at quietness lingered in the room. Yeah, why would you say something like that? I'll be sure. I asked, what do you mean by all together? Al shifted uncomfortably, but Sean didn't hesitate. You know how we sometimes invite other people into our bed? I couldn't believe it. Oh, hell no, Sean. This is my son's father. Al, say something. What Al said was mind-boggling. I don't know. It could be kind of hot. I miss you in that way. Although I couldn't believe Sean would do this, the truth was I still cared about Al. And this could be very hot. I just didn't want it messing up my relationship, and if things became awkward, how would it affect Quincy? So I asked, are you both sure? I imagined both of them inside of me. I knew this would be awkward sexually. There would be some bumping of genitals, but what happened next, I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams. Al, then it's a bunch of X's right there. I couldn't believe it. I stood there in shock. But when Sean, this blank right there, I ran out of the room. This was too much. I couldn't. Wow. Sean called out to me, oh, come on, Kimmy. They didn't chase after me. Oh my God. Wow. Yo. Just from judging from the X's that's right there, that sounds like Diddy just did a Meek Mill on Al B. Sure. Holy shit. So Kim is saying that Diddy pretty much took over the situation and fucked Al B. Sure, and Al B. Sure and him were wow. Whew. Oh boy, we only on page 3. We still got 3 more of these shits. Oh Lord. Alright, this is a short one though. It's crazy. But this one's like a meat and potatoes right here. Pause. He and Clive would hang out a lot, but I didn't think anything of it. I mean, that was his boss, and he was doing bigger things. He was doing things bigger than most men dare to even dream. Then it happened. I mean, okay, I was a little bit of a freak. I really enjoyed myself with my partner, and toys are one thing, but I never imagined having a man I was dating asking me to use a toy on him. Oh boy. The first time he said he just wanted to experiment, try something new. I was grossed out, but he kept begging. He said it would only be this one time. And he was just curious. I was only 20 at the time. I said, what the hell? I hated it. He bled from it, and there was shit on it. I left him alone after that. Uh, uh, nigga, you can't. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. I can only think of what Gene was like. Yeah, what you doing with that, man? That says butt plugs up there. Can I do my own shopping? That's the only thing I think of right there. Oh my, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. My God. Lord have mercy. We gonna move on from that one. Lord, nigga, sick. I was born to loving parents, Jake Porter and Sarah L. Porter, in the Peach State of Georgia, all through Columbus High School, where I graduated in 1988. I knew I was going to be famous. In the 10th grade, one of the best friends, Tina, said to me, "You won't make it in here. You won't make it here in Georgia." I knew it. I knew if I really wanted to be famous, I would have to leave my hometown. In my home, Georgia, that conversation was so important. As I look back now, it changed my life. I met Al while I was working in the industry. He was so dope and charming, and I had such a crush on him. We were married before I knew it, and Quincy was on the way. But I was young, and it just felt like it wasn't going to last. It was a little heated. It was a little heated between us after we separated, but we got past that quickly. He is just a super dope guy and an amazing father. Though we separated, we are forever bonded through Quincy. Thank you, Al. I will always love you. When I met Sean, he was cool. I didn't think much of him at the time. He was just another guy at the label. Uptown was huge. So Kim Porter, of course, as you guys know, was working at Uptown with Diddy when they met. Uptown was huge, and we were all living our best life. But Sean continued to lay on the charm, and before I knew it, we were dating. As a young single mom at one of the hottest companies in the world, life couldn't get any better than it did. My boyfriend was getting even bigger. Yet one time, that's not how that works. I'm traumatized too. I am traumatized too. Just just with by the All right, so we up to this last one here. Let me just move the other one out the way again. I'll move that too. All right, so what's got? The year passed, and thankfully, we didn't have many bad arguments. Although Sean was strangely getting into voodoo, he would put curses on people, and I wasn't sure how to respond to that craziness. My problem as a single mother was I wanted to be married. He always had excuses and delays when it came to committing to marriage. His label was blowing up, Biggie dropped, and it was just about over. He also signed Mary J. Blige, and of course, when I found out he slept with her, whoo, there's the confirmation him and Mary J. Blige fucked. We just heard that earlier from the Celestial, didn't we? Shout out to Miss Sammy. Mary J. Blige, and of course, when I found out he slept with her, we fought. He claimed it was a mistake. Wow. And my stupid ass took him back. Again, Sean asked me for a threesome with her. At first, I was mad, but Mary was beautiful. It was our first threesome, and I loved it. Mary was sexy. I would not be doing this a lot, but it was so hot. I was young and exploring my sexuality and enticing. Over the years, we brought other women into our bedroom periodically, and we were happy. That is until one day I came home to a situation that went from awkward to a nightmare. Quincy was with the babysitter, and Sean was sitting with Albie Shore at the dinner table. I had a child with Al, and Sean was the father in Quincy's life. That awkwardness of all of us being together and dissolved a long time ago, but it was still weird that they were here and in my home together alone. I sat down and we had drinks. It was fun. The conversation was cool until it wasn't until Al was a little okay. So of course we know what happened there and what led to Al B. Shore and Diddy started fucking and forget Kim Porter was there. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. My mind is blown.